Boom shakalaka. Oh my gosh. Good morning. How are you doing? I hope that you can hear me. Holla if you hear me. Oh gosh. Holla if you hear me. Super quick. I know you're busy, but I got something really good for you today. Let's see. So the first thing I wanted to say was that you should stop waiting for a website. You don't need a huge budget or a web developer to start booking your clients. If you run a small business, today I have something really good for you. So good. As soon as I can confirm that the stream is streaming, let's stream it live. Stop waiting for a web developer. You don't need a web developer. You don't need anything. You don't need anybody. You can do it yourself all within like 45 minutes. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. We're live. Good. We're live. How are you doing? Excuse my testing. I've been testing streaming. I don't know how to stream. It's really sad, and it's annoying. It's really annoying, but I got it. I wanted to get back up. Oh my gosh. I wanted to get back up and do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do this again. Let's build a website. Let's build a landing page for free. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to do all of this. I wanted to welcome you to, hi, I'm Devon. Hi. I wanted to welcome you to the $0 landing page accelerator training. Please, in the chat, put where you're watching. Put from where you're watching so that I can, keep track of all those things. Let's see. It's crazy. You can't actually see your videos as they're live. You just have to just vibe out and just hope for the best. But my name is Devon, and I am a consultant and a content creator on social media, and I do a bunch of things. But mainly I've worked in research for the last decade and worked in sales and all kinds of things. And I got up this morning to share with you all some very important information. Here's my little script from Gemini though, but here's the deal. You don't need a massive website or a huge budget to start making money online, y'all. You don't even have to have a script. You just have to have a focused, high conversion landing page. And so that's what I'm going to show. I'm going to share that with you today. And many of you are sitting on a great offer. That's the first thing you need, but you're held back by fear. The fear of complexity, the fear of coding, the fear of cost. So I need you to stop it. Stop that right now. And if you're waiting on a perfect website, you're delaying your revenue. So it's Tuesday morning. It's October the 28th at 9:30 a.m. We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube. And in the next 60 minutes or so, I'm going to try to make it right at 60 minutes. I'm going to use a proven structured system, as structured as I can make it, but it's not that hard. It's really not that hard. And 100% free tools, except for one. And I will tell you about that in just a second. But I want you to be able to go from a blank screen to a published lead-ready landing page within this time, and you're going to do it all for free, except for a small coding fee because you have to pay the AI company something. You just can't access tools this powerful for free. But we're going to be leveraging free compute though. And we're going to be leveraging free hosting, free domains in order to get our products out there for the holiday, because it's the holiday time. And if you're late, By the end of this, you'll have an asset that turns profile views into actual clients without spending a dime. So like, shout out to me. But no, I'm just joking. Who is this for? Who is this training for today? Mainly, I made this training for freelancers and consultants who need a professional presence without a budget or development help. Because it's like, in the age of AI, we don't have to go to Fiverr and hire an Indian man for $5 no more. What you'll need though is just a clear offer. So what do I mean by a clear offer? Oh my gosh. Let me put my computer to sleep. So I'm gonna go to my favorite website that's not showing. I'm gonna go to my favorite website that's not showing on the screen, which is weird. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Come on, baby. Okay, we're not auto-populating. That's good. That's so good. Hello? Okay, fine, all right. It's not pulling up. Okay, let's close Chrome. Sorry, it's not rendering. I don't know why. It's literally, I literally don't have Chrome open. I'm so confused. I'm like very perplexed right now. Holler if you hear me. Holler if you hear me. It's frozen. Okay, so, oh my gosh, my gosh. I'm gonna rebuild this real quick. Sorry, y'all. This is what happens. macOS screen capture. We're gonna capture the screen because that is what we're capturing. And the capture is being captured. Let me put you back on this. All right, I am so sorry about that. So I do have the screens ready to go. If it will work, that'd be great. Oh my gosh. Fit to screen, screen capture. I need to hide OBS from the thing. Let me show the cursor. And we're moving to Indiana. Okay, so Devon plus the screen. Order, move up. Oh my. Order, move to top. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. It's just like in the moment that I'm doing it, it is not working. But here we are. Oh my gosh, and we're still streaming, and this is very embarrassing. But I'm 37 and I don't know how any of this works, and that's fine. I love that for me. But this is my favorite landing page, and it's not hard. As you can see here, it's just a simple landing page that people can click on and they can read more about my offer. I'm offering a 24-hour profile refresh. I've done a lot of social media management for different companies, web developers, lawyers, big pharma, all the things. And I've, been relatively successful and in tandem with my career. And so it's been like really, really fun to learn all these things, but sometimes it's not like easy. So that's why I'm doing this free training, because I'm doing all of the work to learn it and then process it, because like there aren't instructions for OBS and like how to stream on Facebook and how to stream on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at the same time. Like there's not instructions for that because they want you to buy their software. The web developers want you to buy their software. But what if you have an offer? What if you want somebody to buy something? You can get them to do it. The first thing you need is a landing page or a website of some sort. So today I'm going to teach you how to build something like this so that people can see what you're offering, click on the things, and check out. Check out with PayPal. You can get credit, you can look at the pictures, like this kind of stuff, because of AI, is nearly, it's like accessible now. And so welcome. My name is Devon. We had a little bit of a technical glitch there, but I'm gonna teach you how to make a website for free, domain, hosting, and there is one caveat though. I really do apologize. I apologize very sincerely, because I was like, this is free, but I forgot. I code and I build things with a website, or not a website, an application. Shout out to Hakeem, an application called Windsurf. So this is kind of the core of my operation today, of what I'm going to be teaching you, because this connects directly to GPT-5 Codex, which if you pay for Windsurf, you pay $15 a month in order to code. You'll need a program like this. You don't have to buy a program like this, but in order to get access to GPT-5 Codex, they have a promotion right now that they're giving it away. They're allowing you to test GPT-5 Codex for free. So this is how we're going to be leveraging free compute. I don't know if you can see that. It's all the way in the corner. Let me like make it smaller for you. But I don't know if you can see this, but because I have a huge screen, I always forget that. But we're going to be leveraging free compute because, as you know, AI has a bunch of investors. They're investing like trillion, like they want like $1 trillion, like wow. But why are they doing that? Why are they investing $1 trillion in stuff? And it's a circular. It's like an AI bubble. I mean, Nvidia is investing in OpenAI, is investing in this, and then it's all like kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, which is great. But at the end of the day, they're giving it away for free because like nobody knows what's going on. I just watched a YouTube video of a lady who lost her job to AI, and she's like, I knew like a little bit about AI, but I didn't know it was about to take my job right now. Like AI is here. Like it is here. It's been in the software. Google's had an AI. They've had this. So we're going to be leveraging the free resources that they're giving away because they want you to use it. They want you to build things because we're ushering in an AI apocalypse, and I love it for us. No, I just really love Terminator, and I want the robots to bring their robot tail from the future. Bring your robot tail from the future, you metal face. Metal face. Bring from the future. Ooh, excuse me. I'm clumsy as hell. But bring your tail from the future and teach me something about being a robot. Oh, goodness gracious. So that's embarrassing, but if you know me, I'm clumsy as all get out. So it's totally fine. No harm, no foul. I'm fine. My pillow. My butt pillow. Oh my gosh. Ooh, this is all over Facebook. Well, at least it's my family and they know that I'm clumsy. It's fine. Fall up the stairs and down the stairs. Fall in the chair and out the chair. But anyway, let's make a landing page and stop being unhinged. So what do you need for a landing page? I'm going to go to Google Docs. We're going to continue leveraging free resources. But I'm like, what do you need? So the first thing you need, what do you need? Why? To build a landing page. Huh? Well, you could buy some services. You could buy a service or a freelancer. And if that's your ministry, then reach out to me, because I can do it for you within an hour. Or you can do it yourself for free. So how do you do that? The first piece of software that you need is Windsurf. Well, if you first need your brain and to not fall out of a chair. This is about $15 a month, but that gives you access to Claude and a bunch of things. When you use Windsurf, you get credits. You get about 400 a month. And that allows you to use any AI. Any AI on their platform. Some of the AI are free, so you don't have to use the credits. So you don't have to use the credits if you don't want. And then you'll need a service called Cloudflare. And this is for hosting. But we're not hosting like a database, and you're not going to be able to have your entire store in there on this landing page. That'll be in a more advanced lesson. But you'll be able to at least host your static website. So what do I mean by static? Static means that it doesn't move. And so you don't need any sort of like, you're not calling Google or any other kind of website. You're not talking to the internet through your website. You're just showing people, and they can click and it goes to another page, and that's it. So very simple, but very effective. And like is the best practice, because it removes all of the distraction of ads and cookies and all the things that are being tracked. And you can add those functionalities, but that's not necessary. For the domain, you can also use Cloudflare, but you want to get a .uk because those are $4. .coms, oops, I can't type. .coms are more. But if you go like devonhouse.uk, you can get that for $4. You can get pretty much any domain for $4 in the UK, because I don't know why they left the EU, but but yeah, for some odd reason, the .uk's. But in order to get them for free, inos.com. So I used a site called ionos.com because they were giving away free domains for a year. And so I was able to snag devonhouse.store for free. And I put it up on Cloudflare for a host for free. And I ran out of credits on Windsurf because I've been a coding girly. I have 38 hundredths of a credit left, which makes it me unable to use a paid model. But the good thing about GPT-5, and I want to shout out OpenAI for this, and Claude, I mean, they're all great. But OpenAI is the only one that gives it away for free, truly, because they're a research company more than a technological, powerhouse of raising capital. They do it both. But GPT-5 Codex is being offered for free, and we're going to use it. So you can go to ionos.com and find a free domain for a year. devonhouse.store will cost me $35 in a year, But the energy is that I'll be making money. So $35, whatever. Like, what? Just another bill. But anyway, what else do you need? You need an AI system. So that could be Claude and Gemini and really any system that you want to use, but we're going to be using Claude and Gemini today. You can use OpenAI. We're using OpenAI to code because it's free with Windsurf today. So you better hurry up because it's not going to be free forever. So let's get organized here. I said it's going to be structured. So the chair is not structured, but I am structured today. I'm going to try to stay in the chair and not like freak out. Oh, my phone's dying. I thought somebody was texting me. My phone it's telling me my phone dies. I love how the freaking phone vibrates, even though it says it's dying, but it's fine. It's totally cool. So it's been 25-ish minutes and we have not built anything. So what would I do? So the first thing I would do, so this, four steps, four things you need to be aware of to get a landing page. And in order to get the, where I would start with going to gemini.google.com. Claude is Claude.ai. AI. Oh my gosh. AI. So we're going to go to Gemini.google.com. One of my favorite LLMs, large language models, or large language AI system, because it's not really a model. Like the verbiage is wrong. These aren't models, they're like systems. Because the model is like a mathematics term. We're not doing math, but we want to get a starting point because I'm like, I was talking with a friend on Clubhouse, Tanja, shout out to Tanja, and shout out to Justice for inviting me back to Clubhouse, and shout out to Ski for having the clips on YouTube so I could get acquainted with what was going on in Clubhouse, even though I was on a hiatus for so long. But you talk to AI like a human. You say, hey friend, I want to build a landing page. Ooh, and I was, let me see. I was talking with Tanja, my friend Tanja from social media, because I have a metaverse life and I have friends in all kinds of places. But she was talking to me about her idea for her candles. She's like, I've been candle making. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's great. And then I'm like, well, I've been making websites. She's like, you code? I'm like, yeah, like duh. I'm a jack of all trades. I'm an autodidact. And so she's like, yeah, I want to build just a simple site for my candle business for the holidays. So I'm like, okay, I can definitely help you. I'm like, it's going to be easy. So I'm going to go into Gemini. The first thing I'm going to do is I need to get a prompt that helps me ideate and helps me flesh out my ideas. And the reason why I want to use Gemini instead of Claude immediately is because in every AI system charges money in a different way. So OpenAI, free, if you know what you're doing. Claude, very expensive. Claude is so expensive. And doesn't work, and it didn't when it first came out. It was so censored and so sensitive to everything I asked it. I just abandoned their API altogether. I'm like, $60, okay. I can't use it because it won't let me. It's always like, no, get somebody else to do that. Like, bro, it's so annoying. So Claude to me in my brain is like super expensive. OpenAI is very generous, and Gemini is free if you use their Flash model. Now, their free tier also allows you to use their Pro for a little bit, but you want to save that kind of stuff for write me an essay or something. Like you want to like really save your pro compute, but you also want to leverage the free compute. So I'm gonna go ahead and use pro because we're gonna be pros today. And I'm gonna talk to Gemini like a human. Hey friend, I want to build a landing page for my candle business for the holiday season. And I'm gonna see what it says. Come on. And I don't know why they did this, but every AI and now everything you have to hit enter twice, and I don't understand that. I'm like so confused. But this is so it's gonna think and it's going to create a response for us. So it's showing you its thinking pattern. And this is what Pro is. Pro is more of a reasoning model. This is why it's kind of a waste, because like it's really thinking hard. It's really taking your words. It's trying to find a relevant response for you. And it's also just jumped into coding. So I'm like, I didn't actually ask you to do all that, but it's fine. It's totally cool. So, hello, a landing page for holiday candle business sounds like a fantastic project. The holiday season is all about creating a cozy and festive atmosphere. I'll create a beautiful simple landing page for you, and it'll be fully responsive, so it looks good on phones and desktops. So you could actually, probably use this, but I also want to use Claude. This is probably why I should have used Flash. So I'm going to take the same prompt because it's messing up my flow here. Like I love the energy, Gemini, but like nobody asked you to do all that coding. So I'm gonna do Flash because I really like Flash because it responds like, well, what kind of candles? Like, what's the focus of the candles? And it's just wants to code. Okay, stop doing that. Gosh, oh my gosh, thank you. This is what I wanted to do. This is more of like an ideation stage instead of the building. I don't want you to automatically build. They're always trying to build something because the AIs, their strength is coding. So it's going to ask, it's going to say this is the headline that they're going to propose. This is the offer, this and that. And this is where the humanity comes in because you have the control over the creative. It's just going to build it for you. So don't let it just like choose the colors and choose the words and choose the things. Like, no, customize it for your brand. And if you don't have an offer, then create one. Create a freelance service or something that you're good at. Focus on it and create an offer around it, and charge money because someone is going to pick up what you're putting down. So it's given us two options, like option A, more sales focused, or option B, more lead focused. So we're going to do option A. So for number one, we're going to say option A. For number two, we're going to, since the candles are a sensory product, the images must do the selling. So it's suggesting that you have candles in a holiday setting, near a fireplace, focusing on emotion, and then having a very clear call to action and making it customized for your brand. So I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, give me option A. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Okay, cool. So it's given us a solid plan. Everything the customer needs to know to make a buying decision should be visible without scrolling. So it's giving you and this is why I wanted to use Gemini, because Gemini is connected to Google, and Google has trained their AI on the entirety of the internet and all of the landing pages that already exist. And so it's just taking those best practices and applying it to yours. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to copy this plan, copy and paste. And I'm going to jump over to Claude because we're leveraging free compute, and actually Claude is expensive because it's so good. And so I'm going to say, I need help creating a landing page for my candle business. And the reason why I didn't do this initially in Claude is because Claude has a limit. and I don't want to hit the limit before we get the code. And so I want to hit Claude once, bam, free, because we're using the free plan, and it'll time. I don't know how much they're going to let us use it today for free. So I just want to put a request in, get what I need out, maybe make a revision or two, and then they're going to cut us off until tomorrow. Gemini doesn't have that. You'll just switch to Flash, and you can use it all day long. And so that's really the reason why. So I need help creating a landing page for my candle business for the holiday. Here's my plan. So I'm gonna post my plan in here. Oh my gosh, I hate you, Gemini. I don't know what's going on. Something wrong with my computer. I pressed copy. You saw me. It doesn't autocomplete. I don't know. Don't update your computer. If Mac tells you to update your computer, don't do it. So I hit this copy button and it did not copy. So I'm gonna have to highlight the words. I'm gonna have to hit copy. Hopefully it works. You have to do everything twice with AI. I don't understand. Like, I literally am so confused, but it's totally fine because it's free and beggars can't be choosers. And so we want Claude to go. Now I need Claude to start building. Let's see what it says. Yeah, so Claude is going to start building, and yeah, don't forget to like this video. If this video, if you're here from another state, I'm in Ohio, put where you're from in the comments so that I can shout you out. But as you can see, Claude is creating an HTML document. So what is HTML? HTML means hypertext markup language, and it is the language. It is the girl of the internet. Like, it is the only thing you see when you look at a website. When you look at devonhouse.store, the reason you're able to see it is because it is written in HTML. So Claude is over here thinking. Claude has this little logo here, which with like, it's like a sunburst, and so this means it's thinking. So you got to let it think. Say it's makes a mistake, you can stop the response as well because you don't want to waste your time. So this is like the first iteration of it. It's kind of cute. Look at the animations. You know, it's like the things are moving. You know, there's a countdown clock. This is actually pretty solid, but I don't like the color. It's too dark. It's too dark. I need something light. It's wintertime. Like, it's the snow and the things. So I want to make the style of the site more light and airy, like a Macy's website, or a website for Whole Foods. Like, give me something that's more appealing to the masses. So this is why I didn't want to do all the planning in Claude, because it's like, it'll cut us off. It'll be like, okay, well, you've used your free, like, girl, like, you're done. Like, get out, scram. They will kick you off in a minute and you can't get back on. And if you try to create another account, they're going to be like, so we need like phone numbers for all these accounts, and they better be valid, and they can't be throwaway numbers. You got to have T-Mobile numbers and stuff in order to sign up for Claude. You need a legit phone number. And so as it's thinking, you see your sunburst here, and it's doing its job. It's doing its thing. I'ma do my thing. I'ma do my thing. Yeah. Yeah. So Claude is thinking. Claude is writing. Claude is over here being that girl. And so while Claude is doing all that, I just wanted to pop back on the screen here to give you some updates about some things. Okay, Google's version is okay. So this is why we are using Claude. So let me show you the difference. It's really important. So I went back to Gemini just to kind of see what the Gemini site was going to give us, and as you can see, now we can literally just tell Gemini like, girl, like you're doing too much, but it's okay. It's given okay, Noel, Vanilla Bean. It's doing things over here, but it's giving you a basic site with the header and everything, and so I like it. But as you can see, there's layers on top of layers. It's a lot going on with Pro. So imagine paying $20 for this, and this is what you get. Like nah, try again. But it's okay. You don't want to be too critical. Let's see what. So this is Claude. So this is a lot better. It looks way more professional. And so even though we planned in Gemini because it's free, you can't code in Gemini because it's free. But if you go to Claude and put your plan into Claude, Claude is like really, really good at coding. And so of course we want to, modify the site for our brand, but Tanja would be able to really sell some candles if she used this as her site. Now, I don't really like the footer, so I'm gonna be like, yeah, can you? I like the design. It's really clean and nice. You got to be nice to the AI because they don't like it when you're mean to them. They act like they act like you did something. You are the customer. It's really nice and clean, but I want a better footer and header, because the header is kind of like, this is the header. Okay, I like the header. I'm gonna keep it. And this is where humanity jumps in. Your humanity jumps out when you get to choose all the creative behind it. So it's going to redo it. It's going to redo the site. And while it's doing that, I'm going to check my notes. And I wanted to just say that you need a page that sells. You don't need a page that just looks pretty. And in this segment, I'm breaking that down for you, because I built this entire system using free tools, Gemini, Claude, Cloudflare, domain, leveraging free domains from different people. But this is a free tool. And this is a crucial step in your development as a business owner, small business owner. But I specifically, say if somebody wants to buy my candles, where would they go? You can use another free service. And this is while Claude is, I don't know why my ear is itching. I must have slept on my ear or something. I keep touching my ear it's like I got an earache or something. But we need to think about payment. So we need an AI system and we need a payment system. And so I'm going to use PayPal, because PayPal, when you have a good transaction history on PayPal, they offer you capital, and they have a lot more going for businesses. But the standard right now is Stripe. So you can choose any of these services. They do charge 3% of your sale. They take 3% or whatever it is, 2 or 3% around there of your transactions. But that's it. You don't have to pay $20 a month, or Shopify and Shopify store and blah, blah, blah. And you can just set up a store on PayPal, and that's separate from, because I pay my rent through PayPal. I can't do business on PayPal because I need to pay my rent. I need to pay one specific person, and if somebody, if something goes wrong with PayPal and they block me or kick me off of PayPal, then I can't pay my rent. So I have a business account, a separate account that's for business. And that opens up a host of opportunities, because you can create links, create buttons, to get what you need done. And I'm so sleepy. So we're going to come back to Claude here, and we're going to check our footer. Looks like a real website now. So there's other pages, and like we're not going to build out all of these pages, but it's just a matter of telling the AI to build the page for you whenever you. So like it's the same process over and over again. That's why I don't have any credits on Windsurf, because you iterate, and then you deploy when you're ready. So I think this looks pretty good. So I'm gonna be like, okay, this is my landing page, or this is Tanja's landing page. So what do you do next? You need to get the code out of Claude. Claude does not connect. Claude does have a computer version of this, but I'm not paying that. We're using the free version. So I'm gonna say, download as HTML. There's a button right here that says copy. There's a button right here that toggles between the preview and the code. So you can either copy the code right out of here, bam, bam, or you can press copy right here, bam, or you can just download the file as an HTML ready to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. You know, it's like, that's how you do it. So we're gonna close Gemini. We're gonna close Claude because we're done. We're gonna go back to, and we're gonna put everything into Windsurf and just allow the AI to talk to the internet and put it on the internet for us for free. So it's gonna do the Cloudflare part, and then you have to go buy your own domain. So like, you know, Tanja's Candles or Tanja.com or something, whatever it is, you have control over that domain. I would say do Tanja.uk because that's going to be $4 a year, not a month, a year per year. I cannot type today. Sheesh. Woo! Per year. So, you know, there's options, but you can also not use a domain because you're going to get a domain from Cloudflare, but it's going to be like tanja.cloudflare.dev. You know, it's going to be some thing that's not customized to you. But we're going to minimize this. We're going to go back over to Windsurf. I'm going to make my screen a little bit bigger. So I did not prepare the project. So this is a project that I was already working on. It's another site, another website. Excuse me. I'm going to close that. I'm going to come up to the menu here. And I'm going to say open folder. This is how the coding tools work. I don't know why, but you always start with the folder. You have to open a folder, but open what folder? I don't know. So on your computer, you create a small space. And I already did a Tanja site yesterday, but we're redoing this because I couldn't freaking get it on. I couldn't figure out how to stream Tanja's site, and we're going to make it something unique. And we're going to create the folder, and we're going to open this empty folder in Websurf. So as you see over here on the left, there is your menu. So you can search, you can do Git, you can install extensions, you can do a bunch of things, but we're not really going to do any of that because we're going to let the AI be our guide. So Windsurf, getting started with Windsurf, code with Cascade. So Cascade. So Cascade is the official system that combines all the AI tools for you in Windsurf. So depending on if you use Cursor or Lovable, their branded AI thing might be called something else. But the button for it, you can either do Command L. I always click the button. So there's a little W button at the top, and I click Cascade Code, and it opens up a new window here on the right. And in the middle, oops, I put my computer to sleep by accident. In the middle, that's where the code is going to be. So I'm just going to just take my HTML file that I downloaded from Claude, and I'm just going to drag it into Windsurf, into the Explorer here where all the files are. So on the left is your menu, your files. In the middle is the code, is what it shows you, and then on the right is where you talk to the AI. I'm going to make sure that my AI is selected with GPT-5 codex because it's for free. Thank you, OpenAI. You're the best. And I'm just going to talk to this. You talk to all AI like a human. So, hey, I need help with a landing page. And you want to give it instructions that are like very specific. So I'm going to say, I need you to reference the this file that we just put in here. So the holiday candle landing.html. So I'm going to put the @ sign because I'm going to be, and in VS Code, it's the #. In Cursor, it might be something else, but you can also click this plus button and add context. So I need it to add context of the code that Claude already ran because I don't need GPT-5 to rewrite the code. It's going to give me something like Gemini, where it's like, I don't really want to. And that's why we use Claude's free version, because it at least gives you something that looks good the first time. Like, you don't have to keep going back. No, fix the button, fix this color, fix that, fix this, da-da-da. No, just give me something that's cute like Macy's. Make it look like Whole Foods. So we're going to add this context. We're going to dimension, and it's the @ button. And the file is the holiday candle landing HTML. So it's the only file in the project, so it's really easy to find. And I'm just going to press enter. And it's going to think. Now I'm going to put myself back on the camera because it might take a while. So the thing about GPT-5 or OpenAI, and the reason why it's free is because it is a little bit slow. And not slow like it's not like, I'm not being like rude. I'm not saying slow like, oh, you're dumb. Like, no, I'm saying like it's literally slow. Like, it literally takes too long. And so, you have to be patient, you have to be kind, you can't envy, you can't boast, you can't self-seek, but you have to just be patient with it because it's thinking. So let's get back here. I think it's finished. And let's get back to what it looks like. So Claude is thinking. Where is Claude? Oh, or not Claude. Windsurf. Windsurf is thinking. And as you see here, let's see, did it populate yet? Oh, what's going on, baby? It's not rendering today. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I am beside myself right now. This is so annoying. Okay, give me a second, y'all. Okay, apparently it wants to work now, I guess. So, okay, so I don't know. It just freeze. I don't know why it keeps freezing. You buy a computer from Apple for $6,000 and the bitch don't work. Anyway, excuse my French, but that was years ago. But still, I'm like, how much money do you have to spend for the computer to work when you are doing things that are important? But it's fine. That's neither here nor there. I'm not going to complain about it, except for right now. But Cascade has a response. So what did it say? So this is what I asked it. Hey, I need help with the landing page. Can you reference this? And then it started creating a to-do list because it loves a list. It loves specific instructions, and it loves a task list, and it loves going back and clicking it off. So it said it reviewed the documentation for the landing page. Then it's going to assess the structure and the issues, and then prepare the recommendations or the updates for the requested landing page. So they reviewed the existing landing page. It's already fully styled, single page layout with the hero, a product grid, all the things. And it wants to know what to do. So what I'm going to ask it to do is I'm going to say, I need you to help me deploy this to Cloudflare. Oh my gosh, I forgot that part. So, do you have a Cloudflare account? So let's go back to our document here. Oh, I thought I had a document open. Yeah, here we go. So cloudflare.com is a free site. So I'm going to go to Cloudflare. Cloudflare. Oh my gosh. And oh my gosh. Cloudflare.com. We're going to log in. I don't care. It is what it is. And then, as you can see on my homepage, and if you know anything about me, yeah. If you know anything about me, I own like hella domains. Like I love a domain name, and all of them are active. They all go somewhere. But you want to come in here. You want to create a Cloudflare account. You don't have to buy anything or do anything. Just create the account, have your credentials ready, and be logged in. Because what it's going to work on our behalf. So, Cloudflare pages, prep the project. So it's going to give itself a task list. And I'm like, no, I want to use the Wrangler command line interface. I want you to be my chief technical officer. I want you to be my developer. I want you to put it on the internet for me. I'm going to rest on my laurels here. So I'm going to say, no, I want a Wrangler command line interface. And Wrangler command line interface is the system from Cloudflare that talks to the computer to make all this automatic. So I say, no, I want Wrangler. It's my Wrangler and I need it now. So I'm going to say, no, give me the Wrangler command line interface workflow. Duh. And so when it does that, it's going to give you some steps so that it can work on our behalf. So it can't just like take the mouse and go to Cloudflare and do all the things. No, you have to like give it permission to do that. So it's going to say, yeah. So it's telling us to do things that say install Wrangler. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And in order to activate the command line or the terminal, you can do that in two ways. The best way, and it's not consistent because sometimes they don't always put the button there, but you can press the insert in terminal button that is accompanied with the instruction of that the AI gives you, or you can go back to the menu up here. I hide all my menus and all the things, so you have to like just put the mouse where the menu should be, and the menu will activate on my computer. But there's a terminal menu. So you can say new terminal, boom. And you can specifically put the command in the terminal. You can either copy and paste it, or you can press the insert in terminal button. So I'm gonna install Wrangler, which is already installed on my machine. And then it said it changed 51 packages, 8 packages are looking for funding. That is computer language that I have no idea what it means. And so we're just gonna like keep moving on to step 2. So then it says authenticate the project root. So I'm gonna do Wrangler login, and it's gonna log into our Cloudflare account automatically. I didn't touch it, it did it by itself. And it's asking, do you wanna allow Wrangler to make changes? And this is why you have to have an account before you start. I guess you could probably like make one, I don't know. So it says, you have granted authorization to Wrangler, woo woo. And so the computer now will be able to talk to Cloudflare and just do it for us. And I don't have to do anything. I can just sit here and just type and drink coffee as soon as I'm done. And then proceed with the, so I'm gonna tell it that I authenticated the project. Please proceed. So I authenticated, please proceed. Or whatever I said, Prosecco. Please Prosecco. So it's creating its own list of things. Okay, proceed and deploy the site on my behalf. You have to tell it to do it on your behalf. Like sometimes it does it on your behalf, and then sometimes it's like, no, we don't really get somebody else to do that. Like, nah. Like you've done it, you can do it. It's a command line. Cloudflare is one of those services that it does have the ability to like really do it in really fast. So it's creating a directory. If you watch it here on the right, it has its own terminal. It's kind of working on your behalf and doing things. It's exploring, it's surfing, it's swimming. It has all the status updates. But if you look on the left, it's creating files. It created a wrangler.toml file, which is required for the computer to know what to do. It's the instructions for Cloudflare. And it created our website, index.html, which is also a requirement of Cloudflare in order to host your website. The file has to be called index.html. It cannot be called holidaycandlelanding.html. It has to be that. So in the right here, it's kind of at a standstill because it needs our permission to create this new project. So I'm gonna have to open this terminal. So I'm gonna say, move this terminal session to the terminal tab in the IDE, in the independent development environment. And I'm gonna have to come over here. The AI is not going to do things and create things without our permission. So I have to press enter and enter the production branch name. So we're gonna it's called production. So I'm gonna press enter, and it's going to create all of the things that are required in order for it to be in Cloudflare. It successfully created the landing page, and it is a success. And it's deploying, and the deployment might take a while, but as you can see, it generated a very fancy link for us. So I'm going to press command, and I'm going to click on the link. It's going to take us to the site, but it's not done building it yet. So even though we have a URL, we have a public place for it to be, you have to make sure it's all done. It's all done. So you hit the live URL. I'm just reading the thing, and then, it won't show up. So I have to say, oops. When I click the link, it doesn't work. So this is where like you have to talk to it. And so there's an error, which is normal. And it's going to look at the error. It's going to look at what's going on, and it's going to fix it. So it's going to reproduce the issue. It's going to identify the root cause. It's going to try to redo all of these things. And so in the terminal, you see there's a handshake failure. There's some things. The computers aren't getting along right now. So we're going to let them work it out. And it's going to try again. Hopefully this doesn't. Don't embarrass me now. Don't embarrass me, computer. But it's really trying to figure out what is going on. It's going to try to redeploy the page. And this is the good thing about using the AI, because it's like, what if this happened when I was like trying to do it myself, trying to click and copy and paste and stuff? Like, I wouldn't know what's going on. But the computer can do it pretty well. So it identified the root cause, and now it's applying the fix to confirm that the site is reachable. So we're going to allow it to think a little bit more, and we're going to just vibe out. I haven't spent any money. I haven't done anything remotely codey or remotely technologically. I'm just talking, hey. I'm just out here in these streets. And so I'm going to wait for it to finish, and it's making updates, and it says it's floating right now. So we're going to let it float. We're going to let it float. We're going to let it fix itself because the first iteration did not work. Don't forget to like and subscribe, or like and follow, because this is just one of many trainings that I'm going to be putting out. And if you need a higher level of like technical expertise, you can visit my website. So devonhouse.store. Anyway, Cloudflare has the project live. Curl confirms that the site serves correctly over the connection, and the primary project URL. That doesn't work sometimes. It's coming from some sort of handshake failure, and most browsers retry over another connection very easily. So let's click on this link and see if it works. We are family. Holiday candle, any pages, .dev. So we're here, and we've gotten our site on the internet for free. So I had to pay for Windsurf. I forgot to tell you that. It's $15 a month. But as you can see here, everything that was Claude built. This is why I love Claude, because it's so clean, and we can put pictures in our Windsurf and say like, hey, can you make the pictures like a certain kind of way? But I'm gonna do emojis for today because it's cute. And we have our testimonial section, so Tanja can gather testimonials, and then she can also go to PayPal or go to Stripe and get the link for the payment page. So payment page link, and you can put the pictures, the links, all of your things. Say if you needed like appointments or something, say if you needed a calendar and you needed people to put their, set up a time to talk with you, you can just use Google, or you can use a service called Calendly to make it super easy to add links to your website. So say like, claim your free candle now, add to cart, all the things. I would change these to, because we don't want to have a database, I would create a store in PayPal or a store in Stripe and link your specific products to those products in PayPal. So you can create your own database, but you don't have to pay for extra hosting and all that kind of stuff. So for instance, like say if I went to devonhouse.store, and you wanted to start paying, I just have my link to my PayPal. It redirects to PayPal, which is like not a security issue, and because like you don't want to like use a bunch of programs because they could be hacked. But PayPal's been around since like 2003 or something like that, and so they're pretty solid. So if anybody wants to pay me, they just come over to PayPal and they can just enter their card details, and when they pay, then it emails me, and then I get an email, and then I can start working. And so that like follow-up process, that's another level of expertise that I can share with you, but how to follow up, but at least they've paid. And so this is a really great way, and there needs to be a picture here, like this whiteness that is just here. It could be a picture, it could be anything, an illustration, anything, and you would add it to your files here in Windsurf and just say, can you make the hero section? This is called a hero section because everything you need is above you shouldn't have to scroll down. Everything you need should be right here with a link or something like that. But you can add a picture or add a video or something to make it fancier. So I wanted to show you the back end of it. So if you go back to cloudflare.com and you come to this is the home page, and yours won't be auto-populated with all of these domains. As you see, I've bought all of these .uk's. They're all $4. They charged my card. I didn't even realize it. It was like 4 times whatever this is. It was like maybe like $50 or something for all these domains. And you can point any, I have some .coms and some infos in here, and you can buy any in .orgs, whatever's the cheapest. You don't have to be like super specific. Like you can do something that's a little bit longer or whatever it is, but make it specific to your brand. But so say if you go to ionos.com, so I suggested Ionos. If you go to ionos.com, you just register your domain that you bought at Ionos for free. You register it in Cloudflare. So like here, there's a button that says onboard domain. Now, of course, it's going to be like buy a domain, but you can also buy a free domain and then onboard it into Cloudflare. So I bought these in Cloudflare, but like for instance, devonhouse.store, I bought on Ionos for free. .info, I messed it up. I have to go back and check. I bought an Ionos for free, and then I went here to onboard. And devonhouse.org, whatever it is. And I started setting it up. So I put the domain name in there, and I must select a plan. Now, if you're a big business or you have a lot of people coming to your site, then you may need to pay eventually, but hopefully you'll have the revenue to cover that cost. But you get a lot with the free plan. So I'm going to select the free plan. And I'm long-winded. I know I said it was going to be an hour. It should have been done already. So basically all I have to do is go back to Inos and go back to the name server section in their menu and just change their name servers from these to these. And then automatically Cloudflare will go out and look for those names, look for these things, matched up with the Devon House or whatever, and then it'll just connect it to Cloudflare. And then if you go back to the homepage, my recents, I'm gonna minimize that because it's too easy. And it has to finish. But if I go to compute, the build section of the menu, and go to compute and AI and go and click on workers and pages, this computer is trolling me today. I don't know what's going on with this computer. Okay, here we go. If I go to workers and pages, then it'll pull up all my pages. So I have so many websites. I told you I use all the domains. And see this little lightning bolt, this means that it was created with Wrangler. These ones I created by myself. And so I just tell Windsurf, put it on the internet, put it up there. Do you want to see some of them? HVAC repair CincinnatiOhio.com did the same thing. I told the AI to do it. It made this whole thing, and it put it up on the internet all for free. And I have my about section. I have all the services. I have the service area. You can build out an entire site. I even figured out how to email me when you put in a form. It's crazy what you can do with AI for free, bro. It's free. This is free. I probably bought the domains because I needed the specific domain for Cincinnati. And so it's just crazy. It's crazy how much you can do for free. So if I go here to Holiday Candle Landing, I've already registered my domain in Cloudflare. I already bought it on Inos. I onboarded it in Cloudflare, and I told the AI to put the website on Cloudflare. Cloudflare has a connection right there. So the deployment, it's deployed, it's in the production 11 minutes ago, and you can click on this. This is the domain. So this is the unofficial domain that's through Cloudflare. But say if you wanted tangent.com, you can go to custom domains, and if you've already bought it, you can set up a custom domain. So that devonhouse.whatever.org or whatever I did, I would just put it there and it would just automatically do it. And let me show you an example of one that's already finished, because I don't want to keep doing that. So custom domain, then you just put that in there and it just says it's active. And then it puts that security on there. And this is the benefit of Cloudflare, because Cloudflare really manages security. And so once you put your domain in there, and we can look at this domain because it's also a good page, innovateforgood.uk, bam. Beautiful, 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 beautiful data. And this is another landing page that I made, all for free, for my complete marketing system that costs $9,997. $9,997, baby. You can do anything that your heart desires. You don't have to be cheap. You have to just be serious. And so that's it. I literally don't have anything else for you. We're done. Bye. We're done. Tell me what you think in the in the comments. Is this easy? Did you find this to be easy to follow? It's a little bit unhinged because it's like the first thing in the morning, and I'm like a morning person. I'm like super high energy in the morning. Normally, I've done like I'll be on Clubhouse or whatever it is in order to get my energy out or go to work or whatever it is. But yeah, that's all it takes. It just takes a little bit of time. It took us an hour. It's an hour and 15 minutes right now. I told you it would be within 60 minutes, and we're gonna have a live site, and it's really fun and it's really cool. And you can share this out on social media and, you know, make lots of money. Make lots of money and sell your goods and services for the price that you deserve without all the fees. The monthly, like Shopify is like $30 a month. What is 30 times 12? What is 30 times 12, child? Where's the calculator? 30 times 12. $360. So you've saved $360 by using a broken ass Google Pixel, but by not using Shopify. And you know, it's insane the amount of advantage people get taken for. And it's sad. And I don't want you to lose your money. Like if you're selling a candle for $30, why would you, or $55, why would you want to give $30 of it to Shopify? Like, no, it's profit, babes, all profit. So I wanted to thank you again. My name is Devon House. Please visit my landing page. Do I have it? Yeah. Please visit my landing page at devonhouse.store. I'm going to put it on the screen here. And before I go, I just want to say thank you, and I hope that you have a great day. Bye.